Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's start. Dreams, compassion, and transformation. Bottom of the deck, blessings. That's good, because I was picking up some sad energies. And let's see, I'm still picking them up. You're discouraged, I think. What is it all about? Weird banana. Okay. So, what I'm picking up is that you are discouraged by everything in a way. And there are many layers to it also. So, whatever you are doing right now, you feel discouraged and somehow a bit overwhelmed, and also just like you are the observer of your dreams from an external point of view. You know, that's what I'm getting because of this window. You know, you're sitting there and looking out of the window, but I'm also noticing this person inside the window. So it's, you know, a mixed message. It's this: you see yourself in your dreams, you can imagine yourself in your dreams, but also I'm getting, what are you imagining? You know, sometimes it seems to me that you're sometimes imagining not the nicest things, and you are wondering where this comes from. I'm really getting some really depressing and sad visualizations, and I'm wondering where this comes from. It just feels weird. And does this have anything to do with the discouragement? Feels to me that you are, you know, when you look at her, she's today looking at me and she's sad. You know, I'm really feeling how sad she is. She's looking at me and holding the world in her hands, and she's like, what's up? You know, she looks like someone, if she looks at me, she looks like, it's also raining outside, but she looks at me like worn down from life and defeated and almost kicked to the ground by the harsh environment she's in, or she was in. That's how it feels. And she's protecting herself, or she tries to, but she just looks at me like she stares at me like she stares into the universe, and she's staring with a deep soul stare, and she's asking, why do I have to endure this? Wow, that's profound, isn't it? If I'm so magical, why do I have to endure this? That's how she looks like, but it's almost like she's speaking to me silently, and she's like, I want to be compassionate, but I'm not. And the transformation card. And it doesn't look like it's a very emotional transformation for me today. It's like, this doesn't look emotional, and it feels to me that this is also something you're struggling with. Maybe you are in an environment where you cannot be emotional, where you cannot be vulnerable. That's what I'm getting. It's this. That's why she's looking at me and she's having all the emotions, and she is silent. But there's so much going on. I can see it in her eyes, and I'm also raining. It's really, yeah. So, the layers. What's it all about? So there's the pyramid. For once, this is the most stable structure, and it's clearly for me you. That's you, and that's almost a wish of yours. You know, if you look at this person doesn't have a face, right? This person is stuck. There's some energy around, but you don't really know what's it all about. And this almost looks like this should be the face. But it's not, right? It's not. And it's this, it's also a confusion card. It's this, really? Do I really, like, am I stuck here? Do I have to do this? It's so, this almost feels like a prison. This house, right? Oh, it's crazy, isn't it? It feels like a scream of wanting to do something about it, but no matter, you're waiting for a blessing, and a blessing is supposed to come in. So that's the good news, right? It's really, today she really looks like she's waiting and she's wondering, and is it just about the layers? When I get the layers, what is it all about? Is it just a perception of the situation that's making you feel so weird, or is it the truth? Because there are, how can you switch your perception so that you can endure it? Or if you cannot endure it, how can you find a way out? It's all about what you are doing. And if you cannot endure this and cannot go on with this, you have the world in your hands, right? But why is she feeling, you've got the world in your hands. Why is she feeling like she cannot do anything today? Just look at her. She's like, she almost looks like she has no choice. But is this really the truth? We have the choice of changing our perception, and we have the choice of changing our action. We cannot particularly change the system, at least not when we are alone, right? So the only thing we can really change is us. If you look at her hair, it's the universe, right? It's this, the only thing we can really change is us. It's our perception of it. So it's this, yeah, it's this decision point. But nonetheless, she feels like she's not able to make a decision. Because why? Or maybe she knows what the decision should be, but she doesn't want to act on it. It's weird. It's so weird. Let's see if there's some more. Justice. Yeah, you want justice, right? But what does it mean? You know, you're asking everyone. So if there's justice, so what is just in this situation? What is just? That's the question in this situation. I'm gonna shovel a bit more. So we already know that the blessing is there, right? From this deck. So there's a blessing coming. It's just, you don't see it. Yeah, it's this walking away, right? Is that the justice? But where to go? Justice is closure. It's just funny because you can close so many things, right? You can close your own perception and one thought form. You could close the situation and go, right? You could do that, and you could fight or flight, right? You could do it all. You could. The only thing that you really have to do in this part is wanting it. Then it doesn't feel like it's a forced situation, you know? If you want to do it and if you're motivated to do so, then it doesn't feel like you are forced. But nonetheless, it still feels like force. So I'm always getting drawn to the layer, and if you think about the pyramid, it's the past, right? It's your past. It's this past. It's maybe a past trauma that is involved in this. A similar situation from the past, maybe, that made you feel similarly, and now you're stuck in the same. And you think that you need to make the same decision, but what kind of decision did you make in the past? Maybe you ran away in the past. But maybe today it's time to stay. You know? It's a perception thing, you know? If you look at life from this perspective, like this, it will reflect back to you. And the issue is just that you have to work through the layers of what's up, right? And if you cannot look at the life from this perspective in the current situation, this is a sign that you need to change the situation. But it feels to me that you feel like you cannot change it. It's just this, what, you know, the woman with the world in her hands told me. But look, good luck. So it's this perceived bad luck, but because the black cat is often depicted as someone that brings bad luck, but in this card it brings good luck. And also in general, it's just again a perception thing. So you are clearly needing to see that you do have good luck, or trusting in it. That's what I'm getting. Let's see if there's something more that we can squeeze out of the situation. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. Yeah, it's just, I think, if you look at this figure again with the world, right? This card, she's the creator of she's in the position of holding the world. She's bigger than the world, but still she's looking like she cannot do anything. It feels to me that the facial expression is almost, you know, that she's looking like this, you know, like she's standing there and looking at this huge planet, and she's like, yeah, I'm looking at you, but I'm also getting that you don't know what the vision is. You know, keep holding the vision. But what if you are lost? Can you hold the vision when you are lost? Can you hold the vision when you don't have a vision? When you don't know it anymore? Can you hold it then? Bottom of the deck is lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. What's aligned with you? It seems to me, you know, when we are stuck in a situation where we don't see how we can get out of this, it's often that we think every decision we make has got a bad outcome. You know, wherever we go. Right? It's just, it feels like that, you know, that you don't see you don't have the vision because you think every part seems to be, every direction somehow has got something within it that you don't think, you know, that's a negative side. But is it the truth? Or is it just a perception? So I'm leaving this card. Yeah, we didn't look at this one. So let's see. So activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. Yeah, so I'm wondering, I think you don't know where you're supposed to go because you wish you were led, you know? If the path would be so easy and lit, wouldn't it be easier then? But, or is the path lit but you don't want to walk it? That's what I'm also getting. Is it, you know, is the path lit, but is it just that something within you doesn't want to walk it? And why? That's what you need to figure out. Why, if you don't want to walk the path, why is it? Is it a fear? Is it a truth? Or is it, you know, when we fear things, we think of things that might not even happen, or of things that, you know, we might think about things that could be worse, even, you know, or we think that if we do this, this will happen, right? So that's interesting. Jump in. Andromedan energy. Adventure, say yes to change. Wow. So if there's a path that feels more adventurous to you, if you have options, it seems to me that the universe just wants to direct you into the path that feels more like an adventure, which is nice, right? But it's also scary, isn't it? Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Yeah, I think that's what you want, but you are getting that you are so stressed that it could be a task for you, you know, quite a task. A bit almost, it feels almost impossible to relax at this point because you are so inside of this situation. Okay, let's see what else we have. Our paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. So clearly it is also saying that whatever you decide, it doesn't matter. The decision in the end doesn't matter, because you will lead to the right path no matter what. It's like whatever you do, you cannot make a mistake. There is no mistake, because every path leads to a certain point. Sometimes there are some events in life that seem to be one fixed point at a certain timeline, and it doesn't matter how you get there. You will always reach the point that you're supposed to reach. So you can trust in that. That's good, in case you have decision problems. Take inspired action. What are you inspired to do? What gives you compassion? That's where you need to go to. That's how it feels better. Leave the past behind. Yeah, if you have some traumas or something like that, or some fears maybe, just be sure that you can leave the past behind and try to act as if you are a fool, a fool who doesn't, a trusting fool. Sometimes when we trust that everything will be well, everything will be well. And the past often just creates the filter through which we see the world. When I now look out at the window, I see all the raindrops, but the rain has stopped. But I still look out the window and I see the droplets. They are clouding the vision. They are in the way of me perceiving the mountain that is in the distance. It's the filter of the past, right? That you need to leave behind. And practice gratitude. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we are not grateful for the things we asked for because they were not exactly how we wanted to have them, right? Sometimes that's hard for us to be grateful for this, because if you knew all of this, right, maybe you wouldn't have signed up for it, and now you're a bit, I think you feel a bit played by the universe, just a little bit, and you're wondering, is it my fault? The way they told us in the law of attraction, is it all really just my fault, or is someone outside playing with me and having fun watching me? That's what I'm getting. It's so weird. It's a bit bitter, isn't it? Yeah, anyways, be grateful. And look at the horizon. There's a beautiful sunset, sunrise, I don't know, something. And I hope this reading helped. I think there's some guidance for you in it. I'm feeling, I have to wrap it up, but nonetheless, I think it helped. So, yeah, everything's going to be okay, as always in this deck. And let's see who this reading is for. Just have 2 cards left, and Aquarius. So, I hope that helped, and yeah, additional info is in the letter box below. See you next time. Bye bye.